and welcome to Drill This. I'm Drill.
And I'm Jigsaw.
And welcome. How's it going, Jigsaw?
I'm great, man. How are you?
I'm not too bad. How was your match?
It was good. I've been a little banged up. I got a problem with the shoulder right now, so it wasn't as good as I would have hoped to be, my performance, but the crowd was into it, and the opponent was great, so we had a good time. So that's what matters.
Who did you wrestle?
I don't remember. Dan Evans. Dan Evans. Oh man, I feel bad now. I just know it's Dan. I didn't know.
Dan Evans.
Sorry,
Beast.
Dan.
Ignore him, Dan.
I just knew Dan. I didn't know Evans. It was on your tights, I'm an idiot. Sorry, buddy.
What do you think of him?
He's great. He's great, especially when you're working injured.
Yeah.
With a new opponent, you're usually really nervous. I do this for myself. Like, I'm very concerned. Like, I've worked this guy before. What if he hurts me? I'm already hurt. So, but he took phenomenal care of me out there. It was a pleasure to work with. Nice and easy. So, extremely happy with it. Extremely happy with it.
Awesome.
Sorry, Dan.
So I forgot your name, don't worry about it. So how long have you been in England for?
I came in on July 21st. So I've been here a little bit. This is my 4th time in this year. So I've been here a lot.
Do you like coming here?
I love it.
Why?
I think the best wrestlers on the indie circuit right now are here. You know, like in the States, I mean, we have amazing wrestlers in the States, obviously, but a lot of like the topper tier guys are, you know, they're usually regulated to one company. Whereas here, you get a bunch of the best guys that work out. You know, like last night I was in Ireland, and for OTT, Over the Top Wrestling in Ireland, it was one of my favorite places in the world to wrestle. Like the card last night, you know, you have Zack Sabre Jr., you have Will Ospreay's on the show, Pete Dunne's on the show, Marty Scurll's on the show, you know, like War Machine from the States. So like, there's all these like, there's just these talents in here, and like I said, like the majority of them all live in England, you know, and yeah, I mean, these are the best wrestlers are right now, so that's where we want to be.
Awesome. So let's start from the beginning. Let's look our way up. Alright. Where did it all begin? In fact, what was your first memory of wrestling?
So my first memory of wrestling was being real young in my father's living room, and watching Saturday Morning Superstars.
Yeah.
The memory is so clear to me. We had like this marble coffee table, which was in front of me, and I was sitting on the couch with my dad and my brother because Saturday morning cartoons were on first, and wrestling kind of rolled over. If you didn't change the channel, you just got wrestling. My dad liked to watch the wrestling. So I just remember like sitting there, and I remember seeing the Ultimate Warrior run across the screen, and I was just like, who is this? Like, he was like a real life cartoon, a real life, you know, like action figure. So I was hooked. I remember like watching it, and like I said, there's this marble coffee table. And I remember hopping off the couch and walking around the coffee table to get closer to the TV. Like I needed to be closer to watch it, and like just from there, like every Saturday, just watch it, and that's kind of I haven't stopped since.
So where did you learn, or what was your first training school? Who was it you trained you?
So this is something I drill into every wrestling prospect or anyone who wants to get into professional wrestling. Do your research on your wrestling school. Do your research. I went to 3 wrestling schools. The first one, a gentleman told me he was a great professional wrestler, right? He robbed me of my money and my bumps for 2 years. Then I, internet, Google, right? Or not even Google, it was like AOL at the time, right? Like search. And the very first wrestling school that popped up, I went to. And that was another not legitimate, just a guy who was just looking out for his own benefit, and just not a good person. Like I don't even want to say these guys' names to give them any recognition whatsoever. So just an awful trainer, an awful human being, and just out there to steal your money. And then I remember sitting in his office, this trainer, very unhappy about my training and just everything that was going on. And he said to me, as a joke, he said, "What are you going to do? Go train with Mike Quackenbush and Reckless Youth?" And at the time, I was training with another professional wrestler, Eddie Kingston. And Eddie, me and him are sitting there, right? And I just look up and I go, "They have a school?" And this guy went from yelling at us not even concerned with him anymore, being like, "How do we get in touch with Quack and Reckless?" And like the next day, we sent them emails and they asked us, like, "Where is this guy?" he wanted our money immediately to try out. Whereas Mike was like, come, try it out. You like it? We'll talk price. You don't like it? You move on. And the first session we were hooked. And I would drive 2 hours to wrestling school at the Jigsaw Wrestle Factory. I would drive 2 hours twice a week with myself, Blackjack Marciano, my brother Tyler Murphy, and Eddie Kingston. And all these other schools that I mentioned before were really close to me. But they were nothing. This was a 2-hour drive, and it was everything. Like, invest in yourself, invest in the money, invest in the time. And so I got my initial training at the Jigsaw Wrestle Factory under Reckless Youth, Mike Quackenbush, Chris Hero, and Sky the Warrior Bear.
Awesome. So, how long was it before you actually got into shows?
So,
training?
So like I said, like the first school I started, I was 15 when I started that first school. I was there for 2 years. The other school I got into when I was 17, about to turn 18, and I was there for like about a year. And at that school, I had like a couple of matches. My first match as Jigsaw was in November of 2002. And that was about 3 months after training with Chikara.
Yeah.
But again, at that point, I already had the fundamentals under my belt, because even though these guys were just, you know, they were hustlers and taking my money, they did teach me like some things. They did teach me the basics.
Yeah.
So I had a grasp of the basics, and Mike and Reckless molded me into becoming a wrestler.
Yeah.
So about 3 months in.
So where did the name Jigsaw come from? And why did you choose to wear a mask?
So I love Lucha Libre. I love Lucha Libre, and it's when I would watch WCW and I'd see these cruiserweights, and like I was just like thrilled by it. And the other thing is, when I first got into wrestling, the cruiserweights were more my style that I wanted to wrestle, and also my body type. So to me, I was like, maybe I have to wear a mask if I want to succeed. So that was kind of my mindset going in. It wasn't so much like, I want to wear a mask. It's like, well, I'll never be Kevin Nash or Scott Hall, or, you know, like at the time, you know, you just Stone Cold, Rock. These guys are 6'2", 6'5", you know, 6'4", like 230, 240. And when I started wrestling, I was 6'2", 122 pounds. Like, so same height, but a strong gust of wind kicking down the street. You know, I'm not saying I'm not skinny now, but I'm super skinny then.
Yeah.
And
especially if you're that tall as well.
yeah, man. So you know, just, yeah.
So who do you style your wrestling on, or is it just mix and match?
So like I tell people, like wrestle like the wrestler you would want to watch. Right?
Yeah.
I tell people that, and I think that there are certain aspects of my game that I take from other people. Like I love Rob Van Dam, I love Jerry Lynn, Shawn Michaels, like these guys, like they were like guys I loved. Watching Lance Storm was another one. So like I try to mold myself around those guys. And like mannerism wise, like body language wise, I think Randy Orton's the best wrestler in the business, body language wise, you know. So like I try to mimic some of my movements around Randy Orton. So like those are the guys I watch, I study. I'm like, oh, like I want to take the note, you know.
So what promotions have you wrestled for them?
In general or in the UK?
In general. Or some of the bigger promotions?
TNA, Impact, Wrestling, Ring of Honor, Evolve, Dragon Gate, Chikara, FIV. I wrestled for PWG before it was like super cool at Reseda. So I didn't get the super cool PWG, I got like the very early on PWG, which is still awesome. You know, those are some of the big ones. I was in Mid-South. When I worked Friday Mid-South, it was like around 2002 to 2005 or 6, and that's when like there's Hero, Punk, Aries, Shelley, AJ, Brian, like there was that one Ted Petty, I think Ted Petty 2004. It's like the most stacked lineup of like wrestlers you'll ever see. It was incredible. So like those are some of the promotions that I worked for. Awesome.
So you mentioned TNA. How long was you on TNA for?
So I was at TNA from like 2012 to about 2014.
Did you achieve anything with it?
Got to wrestle Ultimate X, That was fun. Climbing cables.
Awesome.
You know what? The main thing I got out of TNA was learning experience. Like I'm in the locker room with guys like Joe, Styles, Frank Kazarian, Christian Daniels. You know, these guys who are like just have a vast knowledge of professional wrestling, and they're willing to give it to you if you seek it out. You know, like there are guys like Bubba Ray Dudley, Devon Dudley, who like they're super intimidating guys, but like if you just ask them, like, hey, like, do you have any feedback or critique? Like they give it to you, and they make it simple and they make you understand what it is. So like I got to wrestle for TNA, but I left a better wrestler because of that, you know, especially guys like D'Lo Brown and Al Snow, particularly those two gentlemen, really took me under their wings and like really like would like sit me down and like give me very good feedback and critiques. So I went to TNA as just an X Division guy, and I feel like I left like a more polished wrestler because they helped me along the way.
Cool. So you mentioned a few big promotions, Ring of Honor, TNA, Shikari, all them. What promotion? What did the promotions bring out of them differently from the other ones?
So like they're all a little different, you know. Like Shikari is very family friendly. It's very like Shikari is like a party. It's just fun, you know. Like there'll be literally a dance party in the middle of a match, a musical play. You know, and there'll be submission holds where you reach out to the fans and they kind of like help you. So it's very interactive, I think, and that's what I love about the company. Where Ring of Honor is very competition based, I felt. And TNA's, it's a TV product, you know, so you work with cameras, and so they all offer a little bit of everything, you know. But by working with each of them, you gain a little something. So I really enjoyed it.
So, out of all the people you met on the road, who have you learned the most from? Who's helped you?
Probably Chris Hero. Chris Hero, Mike Quackenbush. Those are two guys who like really, to this day, still help me. I saw Chris a couple weeks ago, and Chris Hero, you know, like he's a good dude. And even to this day, like, you know, I'm wrestling my 14th year, and like I'm still like, hey Chris, will you watch my match? Because he's forgotten more than I know, you know, and like those guys like, really, you know, help me out.
So let's move away from wrestling for a bit now. Let's talk about what you do outside of wrestling.
Drink beer.
It's not the good stuff. It's not the good stuff.
No man, outside of wrestling, you know.
So what do you do for? So apart from wrestling, obviously you do something else. What do you do?
Like job with that's just what I do.
What do you do full time?
My job.
So what do you do to relax then?
To relax, you know, like I like going to the gym. Gym's relaxing me. Bike riding, jogging. I play basketball, football, and just watching sports in general. Like right now, the American football season is just about to begin.
Not a clue.
Not a clue, right?
Soccer. It's egg rugby that.
Rugby?
That's egg rugby. That's just rugby.
Well, I'm getting ready for fantasy football. So I'm getting ready for that. Gearing up, you know. So.
Do you watch the football, or do you college soccer?
Yeah, I do. I try at least.
Support the team?
No, I don't support the team.
You just watch it?
I just, you know, like if it's on, like a lot of people watch it, you know, it's on right there now. It's like I'll watch it. I enjoy watching it. I say like I really watch it like when like Copa America was just recently, the USA was in that, or like the Euro Cup, like and I'll watch stuff like that. You know, in the Olympics, and you know, I'm into some World Cup, so that's usually when I watch, like once every 2 years.
Cool. So, what sports did you do in school?
When I was in high school, I played basketball. I played basketball for most of my, childhood.
Was you any good at it?
Yeah, I was actually really good at basketball. I was actually really good. I'm a tall white kid, just shoot threes and box out. So no, basketball I was good at. Football I was okay. I was pretty good at football. I played both sides of the ball, wide receiver and cornerback.
Not a clue.
Yeah. Baseball I was awful at. So like, to this day, like I just don't like it, and my mom and my dad, they're like, "Oh, you don't like it because you weren't good at it." Like,
it's a pointless sport.
What is it?
It's a pointless sport.
Yeah.
I just wonder around that.
So I was not a fit, but So when I was in high school, I played junior varsity basketball as a freshman.
Yeah.
So I got on junior varsity basketball as a freshman, and I tore my Achilles freshman year. And I missed basketball. I missed the training camp, and I missed football training camp. So I couldn't play. When I was all healed up, my coach was just like, look at the roster, Phil, you can't play, you wait till next year.
Yeah.
And just being an active kid, I needed something to do. And that's when I found my first professional wrestling school. So at 15, I was just like, well, I need to do something, Wrestling.
Cool. So, where is Jigsaw from?
I'm from the Bronx, New York.
Oh, cool. Awesome. So, do you classify yourself as a bit of a geek? No? Do you not collect anything?
No.
You don't like B-rolls or nothing? No? Not into pops?
No, my brother though, oh man, he's got a wall of them.
Really?
He loves that shit. My brother goes like Comic-Con and like he buys his comics, so he loves that.
It's big in America, isn't it?
Yeah. He got it's all the pops and stuff like that. Like me, no, not really, you know.
So, obviously you travel from America and England a lot. What are the differences you've noticed between the two countries?
You guys drive on the wrong side of the road. Steering wheel's on the wrong side.
You're right.
You guys have awful pizza. I'm super pro-America right now. You guys have Nando's, which is awesome.
Cheeky Nando's.
Cheeky Nando's.
You know what Cheeky Nando's is?
So people keep saying it. Give me what is the explanation? What is exactly Cheeky Nando's?
From what I can gather, because I've never been Nando's myself. But what I can gather,
I got a Nando's card. I don't even live in this country. I have a Nando's card.
I don't like Nando's.
I go to this thing so often that I have a Nando's card, and you live here and you don't go?
I don't know Nando's though.
No, that's the best.
But from what I can gather, it's just the same like looking for a Nando's, like the cheeky one.
Yeah.
They like looking for a cheeky drink.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Basically, I think that's what it means.
I love it.
I just see chicken, and I'm like, I want steak. Oh, it's too expensive. I'll go somewhere else for it cheap. That's the reason.
Yeah, very pepper sauce, man.
So, I've spoken to Chris Sharp, who's from America as well.
Okay.
And I asked him about our food compared to his, and he said our food's a lot plain. Do you agree with that?
I think it's plain. I wouldn't say that.
Everything's smaller.
Well, yeah, it's because everything is in excess in America, like, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Like, that's why we have, like, an obesity epidemic. But,
Catch it up.
you know what it is? Like, late at night in America, I feel like we have better food options.
Yeah.
As a wrestler, as you would know, like, when we're traveling after a show, what are you going to eat, right? And most times it's McDonald's, or here it's these chip shops, and, like, everything's just super greasy and stuff like that. I feel like in America, like, you have the option to go to, like, at least in New York, these delis where you can just get, like, you know, some cold cuts and some turkey breast and, you know, or roast beef, you know, and you're not even going to need the bun or the bread, you know, later, you know, with carbs like that. So just kind of, it seems more, you know, like, it's a healthier option.
So, did you struggle? Did you struggle with the different meanings of words when you came here?
When I first came here, it's something like, you know, like, you have a very thick accent and stuff like that. So, like, I feel like now I've been here so many times, I've been here extremely often, especially this year. So I'm like, it's all kind of like common nature to me now. Like, I kind of pick it up now. Like, at first, yeah. Like, people make fun of the things that I say. Like, I'll say, like, aluminum. And it's, aluminum, you guys like aluminium?
Aluminium.
No way, man. It's aluminum. And, you guys say,
bin.
Bin? Yeah.
You say trash.
I say leisure. You say leisure?
Leisure.
Leisure center? You say leisure.
Leisure.
My leisure. So things like that.
What else do you say? You said bars, but we have pubs.
Yeah, pubs.
Pubs.
Pubs. We have bars, come bars, get some pubs.
What else do you say? You say, what do you say for underwear?
Underwear? Yeah, but you guys say like...
Boxers.
Oh, what did they say? Boxers. So like, I put on pants the other day, like workout pants, and the guy he was like, trousers. So I'm like, no, trousers are like what you would wear in a suit, or dress pants. Those are dress pants, trousers. And he's like, no, those are trousers. And I'm like, well, what do you call these? And he's just like, what do you call them?
Jeans.
No, they were like, good workout pants.
Trackies.
Yeah. What are you talking about?
The tracky pants. What else stop. Stop hard, what are you watching at the moment? Do you watch a lot of telly?
I don't, but when I'm here, like I have a lot of downtime, so like I watch a lot of Netflix now. Like Stranger Things seems to be the new thing. I haven't started yet, but it seems like everyone keeps posting about it, so I'll probably get into that. Netflix just put up the last season of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, so I'm like powering through that. I only got like 2 episodes left of Jane Goes to Hell, so I'm looking forward to that. When I'm home in the States, I watch a lot of Sports Center.
Yeah.
A lot of sports, man. A lot of sports, you know. So that's basically what I watch, you know, or like South Park and like comedies and stuff. Like that's I'm big into documentaries too. Like, so if anyone has any documentary, that you love, like documentaries you love, or please send them my way. Let me know.
Cool. So you're not big on superheroes. You don't collect comic books or nothing, no? No. Just into sports.
Yeah. So you know what I do? I do try to collect though. From each country I go to, I like to get a pint glass that represents that country. Like so, I went to Japan and I got a Kirin mug. I went to Singapore and I got like a Tiger mug. You know. Over here, like I have like a Carlsberg, like which I don't know if that would be a good representation of so like yeah I know yeah so but I mean that's what I have, you know, and like so I like that's something I like to collect. So yeah.
Cool. Now then, let's wind this down. That's your last few questions.
No problem, man. Shoot.
Wrap this up. Alright, best match?
Best match
you have ever seen?
Best match I've ever seen. That's a tough one. Maybe just because the first ones that go in my head. Maybe they're not the best, but they're like personal favorites of mine. So Rob Van Dam versus Jerry Lynn. I think it's Heatwave 98, I think it is. That's the match that made me want to become a pro wrestler. Like I love that match. So like that's a match that I really enjoy. Just because, maybe not the best match I've ever seen, but one that I just recently watched and went back to watch, I was thinking of doing, is Sami Zayn versus Shinsuke Nakamura. I'm not saying it's the best match, but it's one of those matches that I watched and I was like, this was awesome. I need to rewatch it a second time. But for myself, like Shawn Michaels and Ric Flair from WrestleMania 25 in Orlando, it's, again, not the best match, but it's one of my favorites, because just the storytelling and the emotion of like punch-drunk Ric Flair, like with his fists up like this, like he's the only person who thinks he still has a fighting chance. Like everyone in that building knew that he was going to lose, and Shawn Michaels looked like he was going to put a bullet in a puppy's head, and Flair's like this, like just that moment of tension is like my favorite moment in wrestling. That's my personal favorite moment in wrestling. It's just the drama that was there. But from a match I consistently watch, I'd probably say Bret and Owens, opener of WrestleMania 10 is like, I used to go to the cold spot in time, and often I watched it, so I'll probably go Bret Owen after that really long-winded answer I just gave.
What's the best match you've ever been in?
Not one.
You haven't got one?
I don't have one.
You don't have any favourites?
I do have a couple of favorites. I wouldn't say best. So one of my favorite matches I've ever been in is this 4-way match. Myself versus Nick Jackson versus El Generico versus Kota Ibushi. It's from Chikara's King of Trios. It was night 2, and I love that match because right before that match, I was ready to quit wrestling. I just left Ring of Honor. I wasn't having fun, and I just was like, if you're not having fun in wrestling, like why even bother doing it? So my crack coach tells me he's got this match for me, and I'm gonna love it. He's like, you're gonna love it. And I'm just really down on wrestling at the moment. Like I just don't, I didn't want to be there. And there's these 3 elite athletes, wrestlers, and me. And it's these guys being extremely enthusiastic about calling this match, and they want it to be the greatest match ever, and I'm just there. Because mentally, I'm not in it. So I'm just sulking. And as they're calling the match, I'm just like, oh yeah, maybe I should like step it up. Maybe I should do this, right? And then when we're out there, if you go back and watch it, I feel like I'm easily the weak link. I'm the weak link. Like those 3 guys completely outshine me. To the point where sometimes I watch it and I go, I didn't even deserve to be in this match. They should have put someone else in there. It would have been epic. But that makes me love wrestling again. Being around 3 guys like that who love wrestling want to have fun made me go, that's right, this is a job, but it's fun. Like, I didn't get into wrestling to be a billionaire, or I didn't even get into wrestling like headline WrestleMania. I got into wrestling because of wrestling. Like, everyone was like, when you first got into wrestling, what was your first goal? To wrestle. Oh, after you had your first match, what'd you want to do? I wanted to have my second, like immediately. You know, like, I just loved to wrestle. And I lost that for a while. And these three guys made me realize that this is fun. Have fun. And I watched that match back, and I used to watch it back and be disgusted with my performance. And now I watch it back with only happy thoughts and feelings, because I know, like, that's the match. That's the reason I'm here today. Because that match made me love wrestling. Because if it wasn't for that match, I probably would have quit years ago. So that's my personal favorite match.
What would be your dream match, dead or alive?
Dead or alive. Dead or alive. So someone asked me this question yesterday in an interview. And yeah, I said, like, my brother's a wrestler in the States. His name is Tyler Murphy. He doesn't wrestle as much as I do because, you know, he's a responsible adult. But I feel like to wrestle him maybe like Madison Square Garden, like that would be the dream, right? Wrestling your brother, like we used to wrestle all the time as kids, so maybe that. But to wrestle like anyone said, Rob Van Dam. Wrestling Rob Van Dam would be like, it would mean the world to me. Because he's the guy, like I said, I told both him and Jerry Lynn, I watched your match and I wanted to become a pro wrestler. And Jerry Lynn said, I'm sorry.
Who will be your either dream tag team partner or manager?
Oof. My dream manager? I was managed by this guy before, but the late great sweet and sour Larry Sweeney. Just having him by my side as a manager would just mean the world to me. Like, that guy was, he just oozed charisma. He was a manager who knew when to pull back and let the eyes focus on the ring, and when the guys in the ring needed a break, to come out and be that character so people could join him. He was just a genius like that. Maybe some a little more subs. I think Slick, just so could come out with Johnny Soul Bro. I think that would be great. So I'll see Superstar Larry Sweeney and Slick. Those would be my managers.
Awesome. Where do you see yourself in the next 3 to 5 years, or where would you hope to be?
I hope to still be healthy and still contributing to pro wrestling, whether it be, you know, like a small independent or maybe a larger scale. I just want to, like I said, like, I just want to wrestle. Like, I don't really look at it as like, oh, I want to wrestle for WWE or go to TNA or, you know, like, I mean, I've always wanted to do New Japan Best of Super Juniors, but like in 3 to 5 years, like, I just want to be a healthy, happy professional wrestler who's contributing and not taking away.
Last 2 questions. Are you ready for this?
Yeah, I'm ready.
You have to ask me one question.
I can ask you one question. Who is your dream opponent?
My dream opponent would be Daniel Bryan.
Oh, okay.
Because Daniel Bryan can work with anybody. He's such an amazing wrestler that he can just carry me through a whole match.
So I have a story. I used to drive with some buddies to, I live in Mid-South, right? It's about a 14-hour drive. And we would drive and Ian would see us and, okay, you guys put in the work, you guys put in the time, put in the work. And then one day, he just tells me, hey, you're gonna wrestle Bryan Danielson today. And it just happened to be my birthday. He just happened to be the Ring of Honor World Champion at the time. And I was not ready for this. I was not ready for it. And Ian was like, you earned this. Go out there and kill it. But Bryan's there, and you know, he's the Ring of Honor World Champion at the time. We're wrestling in Indiana. It was bad weather that night. It was in December, and maybe like 40 people showed up. 40 people showed up. And Bryan looks over to me and he tells me, yeah, there's not a lot of guys out there tonight, so you know, just probably just call out. And I've never done that before. Panicking. One, I was like, man, like this kind of sucks. I was kind of hoping to have this great match, with epic match with Bryan, and he's kind of phoning it in on me. And then he tells me, name 3 things you do that you do well. And then he walked away. He comes back to me and just being a nervous kid. I was like, oh, I do an arm drag, drop kick, and he was like, what else? And I'm like, I turned out to DT. Those are the 3 things I told him.
Stop it. I don't know what you got up to. So, he, why would we call this all match when it's such an intimate crowd, right? They'll dictate our pace. And that's when I learned to work, right? Like, if we call all this stuff and 40 people don't care, right? It's not like there's another 200 to pull back, right? We're just working for the 40. And he was calling moves to me that he knew I did. He got to the back, he says to me, why did you say dropkick arm drag DDT? He was like, I know what you do. I know your moves. He was like, why did you do that? He was like, because you were nervous. He was like, you get put in a spot for a reason. Own it. And like, he gave me one of the greatest lessons I've ever learned in wrestling. Be confident in yourself, in your abilities. Ian put me in that match because he told me I earned it. I earned it. And Brian trusted me to go out there on the fly with him because he says, you're ready. But I didn't think I was. And I thank him, like when I see him too, like, he's telling me, dude, like, you're the, that match is the day the switch went for me. And I turned it on. And I thank him for that every day. Last question, most important question. What advice would you give to anyone who's starting wrestling or just got into it?
Keep your mouth shut and your ears open. There are so many people who just have such a vast knowledge of wrestling and are ready to give it out there. So take advantage of those guys and those people. If you haven't joined a school yet, do your research. Do your research and don't just give anybody money, right? See who their trainer is. Look him up or her up. What are their credentials? Where have they been? Who have they worked? Don't just give Joe Schmo your money. Don't do that. I did that twice, right? I wish I would have never done that. And invest in yourself. Invest the time and the money in yourself. Gear, gym membership, like tan, like these things are. It's unfortunate. It's a cosmetic business too, you know. So like, invest in yourself, and you'll go far.
Is that it?
That's it.
Anything you want to plug?
Follow me on Twitter at Jigsaw Wrestling. Follow me on Instagram at Jigsaw Wrestling. I have a very public email at jigsawwrestling@gmail.com for booking information. ProWrestlingTees.com/Jigsaws where you can find all my t-shirts and merchandise. And that's it, man.
That's it?
That's it.
Nothing else?
That's it, bro.
Awesome.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Cheers.
Anyway, thanks for watching. I'm Drill.
I'm Jigsaw.
I'll catch you down the road.